Now let us talk about the universal sciences. Now the universe is going to create plants. It has to establish theories to create plants. How the roots should be created. The roots should be at the bottom, and the trunk has to be it has to move above the away from the ground, and this is how the branches, and this is how the fruits created. All those theories, plans are set up by established by the universal wisdom. Then it doesn't create the plants. It doesn't create the plants just. It has to, when it is making some creation, it is the universe thinks the existence of those creations. Once it creates something, if it is vanished, if it is destroyed, then the universe cannot help the continuous existence of those creations. So the universal wisdom establishes things about the existence also. Then when the plants are created, then it is thinking about how to propagate those plants, how to have the next generation of plants, how to establish the next generation of plants in the universe. Thinking that due to that reason, the universe created the beings. Through beings, the beings are created to eat fruits of plants, and then through them the universe propagates the plants for the next generation, for the continuous existence. When it comes to the beings, males were created first, and then after that only the female beings were created. Beings means here still matter is not created. Still the universe is setting up, establishing the plans only. Everything exists in terms of forces, in the form of forces only. The light, mass and time exist as forces, in the form of forces. So here also they exist in the form of forces. Very maybe it's very confusing for you to figure out this. How can beings exist as forces? So to understand this, you need to free up your mind from the content that your brain is filled with. Free up your mind and learn this as fresh content. Then only you can understand this and experience the universe's origin, because this content is profound, and you need to have a relaxed, clear mind without being biased. We are always on to one thing, but our mind is used to the things that we have learned from the content that we are familiar. Based on that content only we try to figure out everything, but this is completely beyond what you have learned so far in your life. And this content, you will never get a chance to learn this type of content easily. You all are so lucky to learn these things, at least to listen to this content. This is very extraordinary, brain awakening, supernatural content, which gives you the ultimate truth of every creation, ultimate truth of you and the plants, the world, the sky, water, other beings, animals, atmosphere, everything. The modern sciences can never give the ultimate truth, because they stick to the experiences based on six senses. by learning this, now you can liberate from the sadness. You can experience an eternal life. You can experience immortality. Because these don't have any sadness. If you learn this and experience this, your brain awakens and you will have no sadness in the life. So it establishes plants and then beings. Now the universe, when it is establishing theories for the beings, it first creates the teeth. Now when it comes to the evolution theory, they just introduce it, but nobody can give any idea, nobody can explain how did we get the nose, mouth, one nose and one mouth, two eyes, 2 ears, like that. What is the reason to have those in different numbers? And when we think about the face, the why is the nose in the middle? And why have we got 2 eyes? Why didn't we get only 1 eye? So who created, who decided to do those? And everyone has those things, every human being has those. So for all those creations, the universe has a reason. Why did it create this step? Why did it create the next step? We can't even imagine the universal wisdom, the capacity of the universal wisdom. The universe does such a great job to establish the creations. So the teeth were created first. The animals are not created here. The animals are created after a long time. First of all, the beings, human beings only were created in the universe. The reason for the teeth to be created first, because now and while the teeth are created at the time that the universe establishes plants to create teeth, there are plants in the universe. Then to propagate the fruits of the plants, then somebody has to eat it. To eat the fruits, for that reason only the universe created teeth. Then when it created the teeth, somebody has to eat the fruit. To eat the fruit, the beings should have a taste in it. If it is not tasty, nobody will eat. Nobody has an interest to eat that. So to experience, then the fruit should be created with the taste, and the person who eats it also should be able to experience the taste. So that is why the universe then created the tongue with taste buds. First the teeth, then the tongue, and then now let's say that the mouth is created fully. There's a lot more to explain, but for now let's assume that mouth is created, and then the mouth has to go to the fruit and eat it, but the mouth cannot go. I mean, something has to be there in beings to see the fruit. The mouth can't do that job. Mouth can eat and taste. Then some other creation has to be there to see the fruit. In that purpose, the universe created the eyes. And then it has to connect the eyes and mouth both together. because what is seen through the eyes then has to be taken into the mouth, not another thing, not something different. What is seen, what you are seeing, you should take and eat. Then that means what you see and what you taste, those senses should be connected together, should be controlled by one place. For that controlling place only the universe created the brain to operate, to control everything. And then if the mouth is there and the eyes are there, the brain is there, if they are not living, if those are dead, then who can eat? So to make those things live, it created the nose to breathe in. With the breath only, every organ gets the blood and starts functioning. And why did the universe create 2 years? 2 years because now you know, for a small child, one few months old baby, we used to introduce things in the world. This is the apple, and this is rice, and this is your mother, like that. We introduce things in the world for him to understand and identify. Then if the child doesn't know a wooden piece and cannot identify a wooden piece and an apple, then he'll take the wooden piece and eat, because he doesn't know that which is the eatable one, which is the fruit. So we have to train him by saying that apple is something that you can eat, the wooden piece is something that you cannot eat. It's not a food. The apple is the food that you are eating. We have to tell him, and so he has to listen when we are telling. So for that listening purpose, it created the ears. Then listen and identify, then look at, and then take and eat. So see what the universe does for the creations. No person can do this job. It has a well-established plan, and those plans will never destroy. Everlasting plans, everlasting universal wisdom. You all are under control of the universe. Right, and so compared to the evolution theory, nobody knows how did we get the nose, eyes and everything. Now we have cleared out that. Then the universe creates the society. It's consisted of many beings, male, female beings. And why did the universe create males and females? Because for the continuation of the existence. If the universe creates only the male being, then how can it be used to continue the creations, the next generation? There has to be a woman, a female. Then the universe has to establish plans, theories for the attraction between males and females. There has to be an attraction. If there's no attraction, they won't get married to have children and to continue the next generations. The universe is thinking that also. Then society, after that the sun and moon. The universe created the sun and moon. Here also the sun and moon do not exist physically. Even these beings and plants do not exist physically. Still we have not come to the physical creations. All these things exist as the wisdom, the universal wisdom, not based on matter yet. The sun and moon, you must be thinking that why did the universe create sun and moon? What's the importance of it? What's the importance for the existence? Now, sun, of course, the sun, of course, we know that for the plants to grow and for the fruits to be grown and all, the sunlight is very important. It's a very important factor for the photosynthesis process also. Other than that, there's an important thing, important characteristic, important function of the sun, that is for the to create the next generation of beings. The male beings gain the energy from the sun to create the next generation. And female beings receive the energy from the moon to create the next generation. Female body is sensitive to the moon. Male beings are sensitive to the sun. Today we don't even think that whether the sun rises or moon is in the sky, we don't even care. But that relationship, the connection between the sun and moon and between the beings is coming from the universe's origin. And that connection is a universal wisdom. The universe has sets up the theory, the connection between the beings and males and females for the existence of the new generations, to continue the generations. Then actually we through universal sciences, we have set of sciences. We teach this. We teach the science of sun, science of moon. We are teaching how the teeth are created, how the nose and eyes are created, and how the nerves and brains created, how the heart, lungs are created, and how are they connected to each other, in which purpose those organs are created. We discuss everything. What the function of the eyes, function of the teeth, tongue, nose. We explain everything for the existence under different sciences. And also the genetic technology we teach. Genetic technology, now the scientists are talking about genetic technology, the genes. They talk about some physical thing. But before come to that physical genes, there is an origination of it. Then we start the genetic technology from that origin only. Then we clear out everything. And then the universe creates the world also. You know that our world, the earth, it's consisted of plants, rocks, and also the beings, and it rotates about its own axis, as well as it's revolving around the sun, and the moon revolves around it, around the earth. Moon has a cycle, the sun has a cycle, earth has a cycle. So all those things the universe establishes, all those plans, universal wisdom. Then immortal planes. Once the universe sets up these plans, then it sets up immortal planes for those beings and plants to live with the sun, moon and worlds, societies. There are infinite immortal planes. There are infinite beings live in those planes. Those beings are also not existing physically. They exist as forces, in the form of forces or wisdom. Then when it comes to immortal planes, the people never die. The time, light, mass and time are still have the same characteristics like the universe's origin. And in immortal planes, when we think about the plants, those plants are created by the universe. The universe creates the plants, and the plants are created fully with the full growth and with full of fruits and flowers. Those fruits and flowers exist forever. Now the beings want to eat the fruits and flowers, fruits, flowers and other stuff. Even if they eat, those are not finishing. Those will not finish off. The plants of the fruits of the plants remain unchanged, because those changes will happen in our world only. When you eat something, it is finished. But when these beings eat, the beings in immortal planes eat fruits, that will never finish. It quickly it creates, because all these things are happening in a vacuum. I have explained about the vacuum. To understand the universe's origin and universal sciences, it's very important that you need to have a clear idea about the vacuum and the space. We have introduced those. Go through those and try to understand, because in the vacuum everything is connected. Now for an example, let's say there's a plant, and in that plant there is an apple, right? Now if an immortal being eats this one piece of the apple, then the universe quickly creates it as it was, because this is in a vacuum. In a vacuum, now if the piece of apple is eaten, then that is empty. That eaten portion is empty now. Then what will happen is it creates the space. There is a gap, but the space doesn't exist here. Space is not created yet there in the universe. So therefore there can't be any space. It's in a vacuum, so it quickly creates. The universe quickly creates, not physically. It's the wisdom. Non-physical apples. And the trees never grow. In immortal planes, trees, the universe creates trees in their full growth, and they don't start from a small plant and grow up. If something grows up, that is linked with time, elapsing time. I have explained the ultimate definitions, ultimate truth about the light, mass and time also in videos. You can go through and get the idea about the growth, how the time and growth are related, combine understanding. Then so therefore there's no growth in immortal planes. And even for the beings, the universe creates beings with full growth. Fully grown beings are created. They don't start from a child and grow up, and they don't die. Immortal planes, because now the growth, when we talk about the growth of beings and plants, the growth originated in the universe after the rotation of the earth around the sun started. because of the earth's rotation around the sun only. Because of that reason, the growth is created in the world. Before that, there was no growth, because there was no the world, the earth didn't rotate around the sun. It rotated around about its own axis. There was no revolution around the sun. The universe established a theory for the earth to revolve around the sun because it wanted to create the death. It wanted to make the beings die, and the universe wanted to bring new beings to the earth. So that is the death is a universal theory. The universe only established that theory, the plan, the wisdom to create the death. So that is why there are immortal beings live in immortal planes. And after that only the Sahasri worlds were created. Universe created Sahasri worlds, and in the Sahasri worlds only we all live. When it comes to Sahasri worlds, the universe makes the earth to rotate around the sun. Then we experience the sadness. We cannot keep things within us forever. Things undergo changes. We will die. Children will grow up and they also will die. Everything, plants will die. Everything undergoes changes. In Sahasri worlds. In Sahasri worlds only the mind, when the beings come to the Sahasri worlds, then the space created. There's no vacuum in Sahasri worlds. Space created, and the matter created, the mind also created in Sahasri worlds. Sahasri worlds, there are 3 types of Sahasri worlds. The first one is the Sahasri world. It's consisted of 1 into 10 to the power 9 suns. 3 Sahasri world. Then there's another Sahasri world that's called Sahasri world, consisted of 1 into 10 to the power 6 suns. And then the Sahasri world consisted of 1000 suns. In these worlds, we experience the sadness. We live in those worlds. So we all come from this unique origin, and we are living in Sahasri world today. From an immortal existence, we have come to a transient world. So this covers the whole syllabus in brief. We will be discussing every creation that we have listed here as a science. Then when we discuss this, we are using the force cube. How force cube? Sometimes there are 2 force cubes joined together and create some seeds, such as the coconut seed is created using 3 force cubes. And when the teeth are created, energy enters into this, and the sphere within the force cube is split into 2. Like that. So we describe every creation, the plans of the universe, the universal wisdom. After the universe sets up the plans, then it can create everything. I have to explain the creation of animals also. I will mention it here. When the human beings, when they, due to their karma, or non-doctrine behavior patterns, due to those reasons, the universe creates beings. Now, human beings are, we stand on two legs, right? That's because we have good qualities. We have a higher state of mind. Then animals are horizontal. They have four legs, some are crawling like snakes, and some are flying, right? So those were created, the universe created them because of our non-doctrine behavior. So there also we debunk the evolution theory. According to evolution theory, they say that the human beings originated from animals. That cannot be happen. Now, how can two monkeys, male monkey and female monkey, in their sexual relationship, how can they make a human being? To have a baby, you need to have a human being, a male being, and a female human being, not a male monkey and a female monkey. No, you can't have children like that. So that's a very big fake. We can't accept it. From the origin itself, we clearly explain everything, and this content covers the whole universe. It's a very broad, deep content that covers the whole universe. But now see, by starting just by 3 elements, starting from the fourth cube, we can explain everything. Because first the universe sets up the plan, the theories for everything. After when it has the theories, it can make any creation. It establishes the theories first. The universal wisdom, supernatural wisdom, extraordinary wisdom. That is how the animals are created. Yes, so we will be discussing these in detail with diagrams in future. So keep in touch with us, and also I will be explaining the supporting materials to how to awaken your brain, or how to make your brain free to learn these things. You can't, now we are teaching, we are introducing, unveiling this content to the world, and even though you go through this and study and be familiar with this, you can't, you will not be able to experience this, realize this. You will come to know about this as another content. You are filling up your mind with this content, but you won't go beyond that, and you won't have any change in your mind. This content changes your mind, awakens your mind. The method to that experience this content is, I'll be explaining that. That is very important. Without that supporting method, you cannot experience this. You cannot experience the ultimate happiness that we want you all to experience. By understanding this, experiencing this, I am experiencing the ultimate happiness. My spiritual teacher also is experiencing. So we want you all also to experience this ultimate truth. So then we will be giving those supporting lessons also. Thank you.